Welcome back to Physics Redefined at the GP Effect Academy. We have a question here, so let's break it down and make it simple. A uniform meter rule on a knife edge at the 60 cm mark has a mass of 70 grams hung at the 90 cm mark and a mass of X hung at the 20 cm mark to balance it horizontally. The first question is, sketch the setup. Number 2, calculate X. Now, let's take the question in line after the other. So, uniform meter rule. Let's draw a meter rule. Of course, you know a meter rule is 100 centimeter. So, 100 centimeter. But they told us that it is on a knife edge at the 60 cm mark. So, our knife edge is at the 60 cm mark. 60 should be somewhere around here. 60 cm. Has a mass of 70 grams hung at the 90 cm mark. So 90 should be around here, 90 cm, and it has a mass of 70 grams hung. 70 grams. Alright, and a mass of X hung at the 20 cm mark. So if this is our 0 cm, 20 should be around here. So this is our mass of X hung at the 20 cm mark to balance it horizontally. So we have to sketch. We have done the first one. So let us write the distance from here to the reference point is 40 centimeter. From the reference point to the second mass is what? 30 centimeter. Now you have been able to sketch the setup. The second one is calculate X. Now let me ask you, if I did not put this X, that's the second mass, what do you think is going to happen to this 70 gram mass or to the meter rule? You see that the meter rule tends to tilt in the clockwise direction. It tends to tilt in this direction. Clockwise direction. Or assuming this 70 gram was here, what is going to happen to the ruler? The ruler is going to move to the, is going to tilt to the anti-clockwise direction. That means if I were to put just 70 on one side of the meter, that means it's not going to be stable. It's not going to be at equilibrium. But now they are telling us that we are putting another mass, an unknown mass here, such that this ruler is now at equilibrium. Now, for you to solve this, let me quickly define what moment is for you, because this is all about moment. Moment of a force is defined as what? As the product of force and the perpendicular distance from the reference point to the line of action of that force. Let's quickly put that down. Is the product of force and perpendicular distance from the reference point to the line of action of the force. Some define it as the turning effect of a force about an axis, but this is the wide acceptable definition. Note, these two words must be in your definition, line of action. All right, now back to this clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction. Now, because for this to be balanced, that means the sum of clockwise moments must be equal to sum of what? Anti-clockwise moment. And that's what the principle of moment tells us. It says that principle of moment says that the sum of clockwise moments is equals to what? The sum of anti-clockwise moments. That means for this ruler to stable or to be at equilibrium. All right. Don't forget that we said that what is the product of force and the perpendicular distance. So if you look at the moment about P on this axis, we have what? We have it to be what? 40 times X. That's the what? The product of force, which is X, and the perpendicular distance, which is what? 40. Or write it as X times 40. Still the same thing. And on this side, you have what? The product of force and the perpendicular distance. So what's our force here? 70. That's our mass. Times the distance, that is from here to the reference point, is what? 30. So we have 40x to be equals to what? 2,100. All right. So we have our x to be what? 2,100 over 40. So by the time you cancel this out, you have your answer to be what? 52.5 grams. So that means my x in this question is what? 52.5 grams. What is this telling us? This is telling us that for this ruler to balance horizontally on this knife edge, I need to add a mass of what? 52.5 grams so that it can be at equilibrium. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. I'm Ganiat of the GP Effect Academy, and I will see you in the next class. Bye.